Hello folks and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing today? And we have this new event that came out. This is a limited event and there is 2 stages, but it works kind of like a quest stage. So if you do the top tier, it doesn't help you with the first tier. The first tier you're going to have to clear anyway, and I highly recommend you use the first tier to complete the both superheroes type and movie heroes type, as well as movie bosses type. So I'm going to try and do stage 2, and I have to change the leader skill, the leader that I have here. Instead of there, let's go with movie heroes here. Trying not to take too much time, but let's try and get the lead up as much as possible. So we're going to bring in the AGL Gohan, and the reason behind it, of course, is just to try and get to doing this as soon as possible. We're going to need to get one of my units here to absolutely go hard each turn. Each turn, one of them is going to have to be the one that crits to get past all of the defense that they have here. So I'm going to show you folks the stats here. So for stage 2, the first fight is sitting at 40 million health and 50 million defense with 50% damage reduction. Going towards the third to the last fight here, which is 100 million, a million attack at 99.99 million defense and 2.8 million super attacks. And then going on to the last phase, which it's 200 million and 300 million, and the attack 2 million and 3 million, with the super attack being 8.4 million. Okay, here we go. This is my team that I intend to bring in. This is what I recommend for movie heroes. So I probably should not be bringing in this guy. He just doesn't fit. His team doesn't fit, unfortunately. I am just going to bring in this guy instead. Not much I can do about it, sadly. Yep, carbon copy. I don't have equipment on him. Well, let's just see how it goes. I'm going to go through the details of the... Sorry about that. The... each phase here, and we have 3 charges, which is 1 turn, without giant transformations to get this done. Okay, so right off the bat, I was kind of hoping for... Oh, I guess that'll do the trick. Yep. Okay, so this one is going to have the most links, sadly. I'm not going to be able to show this guy off rotation yet. So let's go ahead and grab here. There we go, and the orbs are going to change each phase. So going into the hard one is to complete the 7 Cyclopean Guard mission in one battle. The stage 1 only has 5, so we have to try and do this here. So the first phase is 40 million health, 600,000 attack, 50 million defense, 50% damage reduction, no stunning, no ceiling. But we could lower defense. So a lot of the units that I have here are able to lower defense. So we should be finished right here, so long as we can get another crit. Beautiful. We are on to the second phase with 50 million health, 700,000 attack, and 60 million defense. Okay, so I need him to attack. There is no Ki Blast super attacks. This one lowers attack, not defense. And this one does lower attack and defense, and this massively lowers defense. I would say that I keep it like this. Let's try and get the STR orbs to drop. So I can get a 24 key here. And of course, at the end here should be enough. Alright. With this crits, we are... Yep. We are. That did not crit, unfortunately. That does crit, so we are good to go here. On to the third phase, where we are up against this guy here. Actually do link up. We should have nearly fully up. And yeah. So let's grab these. And it doesn't really matter here. So 60 million health for this phase, 800,000 attack, and 70 million defense here. Right. Okay. Nice. Damage there was pretty nice. This is a defense lowering attack. And a crit as well. Very, very nice. Okay. On to the fifth phase over here. No, fourth phase. We are making quick progress here. There's no superheroes category ally on the team, so this is probably not going to be a critical hit. I'm wondering if I shouldn't be doing this instead. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Let's just do this. Let's go ahead and grab all of these. We can get an 18 key super, and then as many super attacks as the Goku at the end will do. This is not a crit, sadly. No crit. I mean, minus 55%, so I really needed another superheroes category unit on this side. Here's a crit. I did massively lower defense. I did not get... Oh well. Well, so I'm back on the STR phase here. So hopefully I can get this done here. I made it so that I have a super class, the superheroes on each rotation. So both of the leads are on each rotation, so they should have that extra crit chance no matter what. So we shouldn't be left hanging here, just in case. Truth be told, I probably should be bringing in someone else instead of Tapion and Minosha. They're just not doing a lot of damage, period. Alrighty. Very nicely done there. Okay, now it's where it gets a little bit difficult, right? here we go, and it's a little bit difficult. Alrighty, so we have here 100 million health, 1 million attack, 99.99 million defense. Super attack is a 2.8 million damage super attack, and it is scripted. It is always going to be in slot 2, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that one was supposed to be in slot 0. It didn't super there, and the next one is supposed to be in slot 1. So I have 0 clue as to whether or not we're good here. So I am actually going to see here if there is a slot bonus. No, so I'm going to activate the attack, whatever it's called there. Yeah, the target self there, and use the active skill there, and get the 18 key with Tapion and Minosha for the massively lowering defense, and we should be okay for this phase. 200 million health, 2 million attack, 99.99 million defense, and a 5.6 million super attack. No additionals, unfortunately, there. Okay, so Beast Gone should be more than fine here. 75 million almost. So we're able to still do damage even though we're not critting because of that massively lowering defense. Just remember that. Unfortunately, I didn't get a single crit there. That's just painful. That is absolutely painful. I may just have to go ahead and come back to this point because no crits? Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get this done. I needed the AGL Gohan to do crits. Okay, folks, we're back on the first... sorry, not the first, but the tech phase here for the Cyclopean Guards, and I am going to do something entirely different here. Okay, I'm going to do something entirely different. I need to see here when receiving a super attack, after receiving an attack. So I'm actually going to do this, okay? And hear me out. I'm actually going to do this. So we're going to grab this here. Okay. Then I'm going to pop the active skill here. Pop the active skill here. And no, I'm not going to use a limo here. I'm just simply going to try and do this here and see what happens. Any crit should finish him off, to be honest. Any crit should finish him off, to be honest. So this time around, the physical phase, I did notice did super me in slot 1. So, oh wow, we just completed another mission that's to do it with 99.99 million. So we did knock that mission out as well. Now finally we're on to the final phase here. So popping this off again. Okay. Then we're going to use another one of these ripe fruit of the tree of might. And then we do this. This is by no means canonical. So 300 million health for this phase, 3 million attack, 99.99 million defense, and the super attack is an 8.4 million damage super attack. There we go, and that actually did 300 million damage at the very least. And that will net you most of the missions here. So we go in, and that did pretty much everything besides for the total amount of Cyclopean Guards, which I've done 7. I can do 3 very easy runs on the first difficulty here. And I need to bring in 6 movie bosses. And I'm going to switch to a team that includes all 5 super types for my second run through. So we're going to go to our list of teams here. I should have a movie bosses here ready to go. Yep, I have one here. I am going to take out these though, simply because they aren't both going to be able to do the damage necessary. When I say that, I mean for the... I made a mistake there with what I was saying, but the... What should I... Which one here has the most crit? I think this guy has the most crit, right? I'm gonna bring in Janemba. So let's take this off and find the movie bosses one. Is this? Nope, that's ROG. This is Gifted Warriors of Pure Saiyans. This one is movie bosses, right? Yep, this is movie bosses. Okay. So we're gonna hop in here, and I'm gonna take the Russian Roulette Takoyaki instead. Where is it? There we go. Alright, so for stage 1, okay, and so I want to get these Broly's matched up. I do not want to use any items, and we should be building up here very quickly. Passive. Alright. So remember, there's 5 Cyclopean Guards in stage 1. Stage 7 is where you really want to go for that one mission of doing 7 Cyclopean Guards in one battle. That is one of the missions, so they're trying to get you to do that stage. I failed twice because of failing to use my items at the correct time. On to the second phase here. So 1.5 million health, 15,000 attack, 60 million defense. Let's go ahead and do this. And hopefully yeah, he probably crit here. 60 million defense only. Oh, he did crit. Did lower his defense though. On to the third phase with 2 million health, 20,000 attack, and 70 million defense here. So we are not going to use the active skill yet. We can still build up way more here. And here we go. So the physical one has, yep, this is going to be very quickly. Any crit will finish him off. And there we go. On to the fourth phase here with 2.5 million health, 25,000 attack, and 80 million defense. Okay. I'm just not going to be able to get an 18 Kizuba. Okay, fair enough. Yep. And Janemba at the end, just in case. Okay, so we should be critting here, and then we'll be moving on to the final phase with 3 million health, 30,000 attack, 99.99 million defense, and the super attack is 75,000. It is scripted to be in slot 0. Do I need to use an item? Nope, not even close. We're just going to pop this off. No crit. No crit whatsoever. Let's pop this off. Oh man, I still haven't taken off the animations. No. Oh, some cinema. Okay, let's just drop this off. We have the domain active. And let's do this. Either way, we'll still get the mission done, because it does count as if it completed because of the 3 charges. It's not entirely necessary to finish it off. We should be able to get all those missions, and then I just have to do the all 5 super type mission, and that's it. Nice. And that is almost all of the missions here. I just have to do the 5 super types, which I neglected to remember when I built my team. So just defeating 15 or more Cyclopean guards, 30 or more Cyclopean guards. I have to do this another 5 times. Okay folks, I finally managed to do all of them, and as you can see, I have all of the missions done. And when I made my team previously, I totally messed up and brought in Golden Frieza plus Gogeta, and that is a extreme type unit. There you folks have it. That is really it for the video. Thank you all so much for coming to watch. I'm sorry it's so long. Hope you all enjoyed. If you are new here, you aren't already, please consider subscribing. We do have a Discord in the description. Let me know your thoughts, please, in the comment section down below. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and hope to see you all in the next video. Fortune signing off.